Welcome to Information Security Risks During the Holiday Season. My name is Elle Staley, and I'm a Senior Security Consultant at GuidePoint Security. I'm excited to spend the next hour or so with you exploring practical steps to protect yourself online while still enjoying all the conveniences that technology offers during the holidays. You already possess the intelligence and good judgment that form the foundation of strong cybersecurity. What we're doing today is simply building on those natural instincts and giving you specific tools to recognize and respond to threats. The fact that you're here taking time to learn about online safety demonstrates the thoughtful approach that will serve you well in protecting yourself and your loved ones. Our goal today is straightforward. By the end of this video, you'll have the knowledge and confidence to recognize common holiday scams, protect your personal and financial information, and to respond appropriately if something goes wrong. We'll cover everything from spotting fake shopping websites to protecting yourself from romance scams that unfortunately increase during the holiday season. You have the capability to master these skills. They're based on the same careful thinking and attention to detail that you use in other areas of your life. The statistics around holiday cybercrime are essential to understand and quite startling. During the holiday season, we see a 45% increase in online crime compared to other times of the year. This translates to over $16 billion in annual fraud losses, with significant spikes occurring between Thanksgiving and New Year's Day. Several factors create the perfect storm for cybercriminals. First, our emotional state during the holidays can make us more vulnerable to manipulation. We're often stressed about gift giving, excited about deals, or feeling lonely during what's supposed to be a joyful time. Criminals understand these emotions and deliberately exploit them. Second, we're simply more active during the holidays. We're shopping more, sharing more on social media, and often using unfamiliar websites or apps to find the perfect gifts or travel deals. Each of these activities creates opportunities for criminals to intercept our information or trick us into making mistakes. The peak threat period runs from Thanksgiving through New Year's Day, but we're seeing these threats extend earlier into November and later into January as shopping seasons expand and tax-related scams begin appearing. Our session today is structured around the most common ways people encounter security risks during the holidays. We'll start with online shopping safety, which affects nearly everyone during the holiday season. You'll learn how to recognize fake websites that look remarkably similar to legitimate retailers, and I'll show you specific techniques to verify whether a website is safe before entering personal information. Next, we'll discuss payment and identity protection strategies. This goes beyond just using secure websites. We'll talk about protecting your credit and debit cards from skimming devices, organizing your accounts to minimize risk, and what to do if you suspect your payment information has been compromised. We'll then explore email scams and suspicious communications. During the holidays, your inbox becomes a battlefield where criminals try to trick you with fake shipping notifications, charity appeals, and even romantic advances. You'll learn to recognize these attempts and respond appropriately. Finally, we'll create a personal action plan that you can implement immediately. This isn't just theoretical knowledge. By the end of this video, you'll have a concrete checklist of steps to take this week to improve your security. Before we dive deeper, let's establish some common terminology that we'll use throughout our discussion. Understanding these terms will help you recognize threats when you encounter them in real life. Phishing refers to fake emails, text messages, or websites designed to trick you into revealing personal information like passwords, credit card numbers, or social security numbers. These often look very convincing and may appear to come from companies you trust. Malware is harmful software that can damage your computer, steal your information, or give criminals access to your accounts. It's often hidden in email attachments, fake software downloads, or compromised websites. A scam is any trick designed to steal your money or information. During the holidays, these often take the form of fake sales, fraudulent charities, or romance schemes targeting people who may be feeling lonely. Fraud occurs when someone uses your stolen information to make unauthorized purchases or open accounts in your name. This can happen even if you've been very careful, which is why monitoring your accounts is so important. Identity theft is the broader crime of someone using your personal information illegally. This can include opening credit cards, taking out loans, or even filing tax returns using your information. Understanding when different types of threats peak can help you be especially vigilant during high-risk periods. In November, we see a significant increase in fake Black Friday and Cyber Monday deals. Criminals create websites that look like major retailers offering incredible discounts, but they're really just collecting your credit card information. December brings a surge in gift card fraud and fake charity appeals. Criminals know that people are in a giving mood and may not scrutinize charitable requests as carefully as they normally would. They also exploit our gift-giving traditions by selling fake gift cards or draining the balances from legitimate cards. Throughout the holiday weeks, romance scams unfortunately increase as criminals target people who may be feeling lonely or isolated. These scams can be particularly devastating because they combine emotional manipulation with financial fraud. As we move into the new year, tax-related scams begin appearing. Criminals send fake communications claiming to be from the IRS or offering tax preparation services, hoping to collect your personal information for identity theft. Travel-related fraud increases throughout the entire season as people book flights, hotels, and vacation packages, often using unfamiliar websites or responding to deals that seem too good to be true. The most important thing to understand is that staying safe online is an active process, not a passive one. Technology can help protect you, but your awareness and decision-making are the most critical factors in your security. This means staying alert to suspicious communications and offers, especially those that create a sense of urgency or seem too good to be true. It means taking the time to verify information before trusting unexpected messages or websites, even if they appear to come from companies you know. Using secure practices for all online activities becomes second nature with practice. This includes using strong passwords, keeping your software updated, and being thoughtful about what information you share online. When you encounter something suspicious, reporting it helps protect not just you, but others in your community. Many scams are successful because people don't realize how common they are or what warning signs to look for. Finally, keep learning about new threats and protection methods. The criminals are constantly evolving their techniques, so staying informed through reliable sources helps you stay one step ahead. Welcome to Section 2, Online Shopping Security. One of the most common ways people lose money during the holidays is through fake shopping websites that look remarkably similar to legitimate retailers. These sites are designed to steal your credit card information and personal details while providing nothing in return. The first and most important step is checking the spelling of web addresses carefully. Criminals often register domains that are almost identical to popular retailers, changing just one or two letters. For example, you might see Amazon.com instead of Amazon.com or Walmart.com instead of Walmart.com. These subtle differences can be easy to miss when you're excited about a deal or shopping quickly. Always look for HTTPS and the padlock icon in your browser's address bar. The S in HTTPS stands for secure, and it means that information sent between your computer and the website is encrypted. However, be aware that criminals have learned to obtain security certificates too, so this is just one factor to consider, not a guarantee of legitimacy. Legitimate retailers provide clear contact information, including phone numbers and physical addresses. If you can't find this information easily, or if the contact details seem vague or suspicious, that's a red flag. Take a moment to call the phone number or look up the address to verify it's real. Customer reviews and ratings from verified buyers are another important indicator. Fake websites often have no reviews at all or reviews that seem generic and overly positive. Legitimate sites will have a mix of reviews, including some that mention specific details about products or customer service experiences. When evaluating any shopping website, especially one you haven't used before, there are several characteristics that distinguish legitimate retailers from fraudulent ones. Professional appearance matters more than you might think. Legitimate businesses invest in quality website design, proper grammar, and error-free content. If you notice multiple spelling errors, broken links, or a design that looks hastily put together, be cautious. While not every small business has a perfect website, major retailers and established companies maintain professional standards. Secure payment options are essential. Look for recognized payment processors like PayPal, Stripe, or Square. These companies have their own security measures and fraud protection, adding an extra layer of safety to your transaction. Be wary of sites that only accept wire transfers, money orders, or cryptocurrency, as these payment methods offer no protection if something goes wrong. Clear return policies and customer service information should be easily accessible. Legitimate retailers want you to understand their policies and know how to contact them if there's a problem. If you have to search extensively for this information, or if the policies seem unreasonably restrictive, consider shopping elsewhere. You can verify SSL certificates by clicking on the padlock icon in your browser's address bar. This will show you information about the certificate, including who issued it and whether it's valid. While this might seem technical, most browsers make this information accessible with simple language. Finally, if prices seem too good to be true, they probably are. While legitimate sales do offer significant discounts, be skeptical of deals that are dramatically better than what you see on other reputable sites. Learning to recognize the warning signs of fake websites can save you significant money and protect your personal information. These red flags often appear in combination, so seeing one or two should prompt you to investigate further before making any purchases. Misspelled domain names are perhaps the most common tactic. Criminals register domains that are very similar to popular retailers, counting on people not noticing small differences. They might use different top-level domains too, like .co or instead of .com, or add extra words or hyphens to the legitimate retailer's name. Poor quality images and unprofessional design are often indicators of a hastily created fake site. Legitimate retailers invest in professional photography and web design. If product images look pixelated, if the layout seems chaotic, or if colors and fonts are inconsistent throughout the site, be cautious. Missing or vague contact information is a major red flag. Legitimate businesses want customers to be able to reach them. If you can't find a phone number, physical address, or clear information about the company behind the website, don't provide your payment information. Pressure tactics are a classic sign of fraud. Phrases like limited time offer, act now, or only 2 left in stock are designed to make you act quickly without thinking carefully. Legitimate retailers use these tactics too, but fraudulent sites often take them to extremes, creating an artificial sense of urgency. The absence of customer reviews or reviews that seem obviously fake is another warning sign. Legitimate products and retailers accumulate genuine reviews over time. If you see only 5-star reviews with generic comments like great product or fast shipping, be suspicious. And remember, most importantly, trust your instincts if something feels wrong. Mobile shopping has become increasingly popular, but it also introduces unique security risks that you need to understand and address. When downloading shopping apps, use only official app stores like Apple's App Store or Google Play Store. These platforms have security measures in place to screen apps, although they're not foolproof. Avoid downloading apps from other sources, as these are much more likely to contain malware. Always verify that app developers match the official retailer. Before downloading a shopping app, check that the developer name matches the actual company. Criminals sometimes create fake apps with names similar to popular retailers, hoping people won't notice the difference. Review app permissions carefully before installation and limit access to personal data whenever possible. Many apps request access to features like your camera, microphone, or location that aren't necessary for shopping. While some permissions make sense, like a shopping app might need access to your camera for barcode scanning, be skeptical of apps that request extensive permissions. Use secure networks or cellular data for purchases rather than public Wi-Fi. Public Wi-Fi networks, such as those in coffee shops or airports, could be intercepted by criminals. If you must use public Wi-Fi, consider using a VPN service to encrypt your connection. Enable automatic updates for security patches. App developers regularly release updates that fix security vulnerabilities. By enabling automatic updates, you ensure that you're always running the most secure version of the app. Understanding how payment processing works can help you make safer choices when shopping online. Payment gateways are the services that handle the actual processing of your credit card information, and some are much more secure than others. So look for trusted names like PayPal, Stripe, Square, or other well-known payment processors. These companies specialize in secure payment processing and have invested heavily in fraud detection and prevention. When you see these names during checkout, it's generally a good sign that the retailer is using professional payment processing services. Verify security badges from recognized certification companies. Many legitimate sites display badges from companies like Norton, McAfee, or the Better Business Bureau. While criminals can sometimes fake these badges, you can click on them to verify their authenticity. Legitimate badges will link to the certification company's website with details about the site's verification. Use credit cards instead of debit cards for better protection. Credit cards offer strong fraud protection under federal law. If someone uses your credit card fraudulently, you're typically only liable for up to $50 and often nothing at all. Debit cards, while improving, generally offer less protection, and fraudulent charges come directly out of your bank account. Avoid wire transfers or unusual payment methods. Legitimate retailers accept standard payment methods like credit cards, debit cards, and services like PayPal. Be very suspicious of any site that asks you to wire money, send a money order, or use cryptocurrency for payment. Save receipts and confirmation emails for all purchases. This documentation is crucial if you need to dispute charges or prove that you made a legitimate purchase. Create a folder in your email specifically for online purchase confirmations. The checkout process is where many fake websites reveal their true nature. Being alert during this critical phase can prevent you from becoming a victim of fraud. Requests for unusual information should immediately raise red flags. Legitimate retailers need your name, address, and payment information to process and ship your order. They should never ask for your social security number, mother's maiden name, or other sensitive information that isn't directly related to your purchase. Unsecured payment pages are a serious concern. During checkout, the URL should change to HTTPS notice the S, and you should see a padlock icon in your browser's address bar. If the payment page doesn't have these security indicators, do not enter your credit card information. Pressure to pay immediately without time to review your order is a classic fraud tactic. Legitimate retailers want you to be confident in your purchase and will give you time to review your order, shipping address, and payment information before finalizing the transaction. The absence of an order confirmation or receipt after payment is completed is a major red flag. Legitimate retailers immediately provide confirmation of your order, including an order number, estimated delivery date, and receipt of payment. Requests to pay outside the website system should be an immediate deal breaker. If a site asks you to call a phone number to provide payment information, send payment to a personal email address, or use any payment method outside their official checkout process, you're likely dealing with a scam. If you do encounter any of the warning signs we've discussed, or if something just doesn't feel right, it's important to know how to respond quickly and effectively. Stop the transaction immediately if something seems wrong. Trust your instincts. If you feel uncomfortable or notice red flags during the shopping process, it's better to abandon the purchase than to risk your financial security. Contact your bank or credit card company right away to report suspicious activity. Most financial institutions have 24-hour fraud hotlines and can place a hold on your account or issue a new card if necessary. The sooner you report potential fraud, the better your chances of avoiding financial loss. Document everything related to the suspicious website or transaction. Take screenshots of the website, save any emails or confirmation messages, and write down the date and time of your interaction. This documentation will be valuable if you need to file a fraud report or dispute charges. Report the incident to appropriate authorities. The Federal Trade Commission accepts fraud reports at reportfraud.ftc.gov, and your local police department should be notified if you've suffered financial losses. These reports help authorities track fraud patterns and potentially shut down criminal operations. Monitor your accounts closely for unauthorized charges in the days and weeks following the incident. Check your credit card and bank statements frequently and consider setting up account alerts that notify you of any transactions. Developing consistent, safe shopping habits is more effective than trying to remember security measures each time you shop online. These practices should become second nature during the holiday season and throughout the year. Shop from home using your secure internet connection whenever possible. Your home network is generally more secure than public Wi-Fi, and you're less likely to be rushed or distracted when making important security decisions. Keep software updated on all devices used for shopping. This includes your operating system, web browser, and any security software you use. These updates often include important security patches that protect against newly discovered vulnerabilities. Use strong, unique passwords for all shopping accounts. Consider using a password manager to generate and store complex passwords. Never use the same password for shopping accounts that you use for email or banking. Review statements regularly for unauthorized charges. During the holiday shopping season, check your credit card and bank statements at least weekly. The sooner you catch fraudulent charges, the easier they are to resolve. Consider separating your shopping accounts from your primary banking accounts. Some people maintain a separate checking account or credit card specifically for online shopping, which limits their exposure if that account information is compromised. Welcome to Section 3, Payment and Identity Protection. Effective payment protection goes beyond just using secure websites. It involves a comprehensive strategy for managing your financial accounts and monitoring for unauthorized activity. Using credit cards instead of debit cards for online purchases provides significantly better fraud protection. Under federal law, your liability for fraudulent credit card charges is limited, and many credit card companies waive even that small amount. Debit card fraud, on the other hand, can result in money being directly removed from your bank account, and recovery can be more complicated and time-consuming. Enable account alerts for all transactions on your credit cards and bank accounts. Most financial institutions offer free text or email alerts that notify you immediately when your card is used. These real-time notifications allow you to catch fraudulent activity quickly, often before you would notice it on your monthly statement. Consider maintaining separate accounts for online shopping and daily banking. Some security experts recommend having a dedicated credit card or checking account that you use only for online purchases. This limits your exposure if that account information is compromised, and it makes it easier to monitor for suspicious activity. Monitor your statements closely, especially during the holiday shopping season when you're making more purchases than usual. Don't wait for your monthly statements to arrive. Most banks and credit card companies allow you to check your account activity online or through mobile apps daily. Set reasonable spending limits on cards used for online purchases. Many credit cards allow you to set your own credit limit below the maximum that they've approved. This can help limit potential losses if your card information is stolen. Card skimming, the practice of stealing credit card information through devices attached to legitimate card readers, becomes more common during the holiday season as people travel more and shop at unfamiliar locations. When using ATMs or card readers at stores, take a moment to inspect the device before inserting your card. Look for anything that seems loose, out of place, or different from other similar machines you've used. Skimming devices are often attached over the legitimate card reader and may not fit perfectly. Pay attention to the card slot itself. It should be firmly attached and match the color and style of the rest of the machine. If you can wiggle the card reader or if it seems to stick out further than it should, don't use that machine. Always cover your PIN when entering it at any location. Use your free hand or your body to shield the keypad from view. Some criminals use tiny cameras to record PIN entry, so this simple step can prevent them from using your card even if they manage to copy it. The keypad should feel normal when you press the buttons. If keys stick, feel unusual, or if there seems to be an overlay on top of the normal keypad, be suspicious. Legitimate keypads have a consistent feel and appearance. Use contactless payments when available. Many credit cards and mobile payment systems now offer tap-to-pay options that don't require you to insert your card into a reader. While not foolproof, these methods are generally more secure than traditional card swiping or insertion. Be aware of your surroundings when using any payment method. If someone is standing unusually close or seems to be watching you enter your PIN, complete your transaction quickly or consider using a different payment method or location. Immediate reporting of suspicious devices helps protect other consumers and aids law enforcement in tracking criminal activity. Digital wallets like Apple Pay, Google Pay, and Samsung Pay offer additional security features, but they require proper setup and management to be effective. Enable two-factor authentication on all payment apps and accounts. This adds an extra layer of security by requiring a second form of verification, usually a text message or authentication app, in addition to your password. Use biometric locks like fingerprint or face recognition when available. These features make it much harder for someone else to access your payment apps, even if they gain access to your phone. Keep your payment apps updated with the latest security patches. Like all software, payment apps regularly receive updates that fix security vulnerabilities. Enable automatic updates if possible, or check for updates regularly. Review your transaction history in payment apps regularly, just as you would with traditional credit cards. Most digital wallet services maintain detailed transaction logs that you can access through their apps. Remove stored payment methods from accounts you no longer use. Over time, you may accumulate stored payment information across various shopping sites and services. Periodically review and remove payment information from accounts you don't actively use. Be cautious about storing payment information on shared or public computers. If you must shop on a computer that isn't yours, make sure to log out completely and clear the browser's stored data when you're finished. Despite your best efforts to shop safely, you might still be affected by data breaches at retailers or service providers. Knowing how to respond quickly and effectively can minimize the impact on your financial security. When you learn about a data breach affecting a company where you have an account, change your password immediately for that account and any other accounts where you use the same password. Don't wait to see if your specific information was compromised. It's better to be proactive. Place fraud alerts on your credit reports with all three major credit bureaus, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. A fraud alert requires creditors to take extra steps to verify your identity before opening new accounts in your name. You only need to contact one bureau initially, as they're required to notify the other two. Monitor your credit reports from all three bureaus monthly for several months after a breach. You're entitled to one free credit report per year from each bureau, but after a data breach, you may be able to obtain additional free reports. Consider placing a credit freeze on your accounts if the breach involved sensitive personal information like Social Security numbers. A credit freeze prevents anyone from accessing your credit report without your permission, making it nearly impossible for criminals to open new accounts in your name. Unlike fraud alerts, you must contact each bureau separately to place a freeze, but the process is free and can be done online. Document all actions you take in response to the breach, including dates, confirmation numbers, and the names of people you speak with. This documentation can be valuable if you need to prove that you took appropriate steps to protect yourself. Effective identity monitoring involves more than just checking your credit report once a year. During the holiday season, when your personal information may be at higher risk, more frequent monitoring becomes essential. Review your credit reports monthly during the holiday shopping season. While you're normally entitled to one free report per year from each bureau, you can stagger these throughout the year to get more frequent monitoring. Additionally, many credit card companies now provide free credit monitoring services to their customers. Set up account alerts for all your financial accounts, including checking, savings, and credit cards. Most banks and credit unions offer free alerts that notify you of transactions, low balances, or other account activity. Configure these alerts to be as comprehensive as possible without overwhelming yourself with notifications. Consider using identity monitoring services if they're available through your employer, credit card company, or insurance provider. Many of these services are offered free as a benefit, and they can alert you to potential identity theft activities that you might not notice on your own. Keep your personal documents secure at home. Important documents like Social Security cards, passports, and financial statements should be stored in a secure location. Consider using a fireproof safe or safety deposit box for the most critical documents. Limit sharing of personal information online, especially on social media. Information like your full birth date, mother's maiden name, or the name of your first pet might seem harmless, but these details are often used as security questions for account recovery. Having a clear plan for responding to identity theft or financial fraud can help you act quickly and effectively if the worst happens. Know who to call if you suspect identity theft. Keep a list of important phone numbers easily accessible, including your bank, credit card companies, and the fraud departments of the 3 major credit bureaus. The Federal Trade Commission's Identity Theft Hotline is also a valuable resource. Have your account numbers and customer service information readily available. Keep a secure list of your account numbers, customer service phone numbers, and online login information. This will help you respond quickly if you need to report fraud or freeze accounts. Understand what information you'll need to provide when reporting fraud. Most institutions will ask for specific details about suspicious transactions, including dates, amounts, and merchant names. Having this information organized will make the reporting process more efficient. Document suspicious activity immediately when you notice it. Write down dates, times, amounts, and any other relevant details. Take screenshots of suspicious emails or websites if possible. Know that you should report identity theft to multiple agencies, including your local police, the FTC, and potentially your state attorney general's office. Each agency serves a different purpose in investigating and tracking identity theft. We are now beginning Section 4, Communication and Social Threats. Email scams become particularly sophisticated during the holiday season as criminals take advantage of the increased volume of legitimate holiday communications to hide their fraudulent messages. The sender's email address is often the first clue that something isn't right. Look carefully at the email address, not just the display name. Criminals often use email addresses that look similar to legitimate companies but have subtle differences. For example, you might receive an email that appears to be from Amazon, but the actual email address is service@amazon.co.uk instead of an official Amazon domain. Generic greetings like Dear Customer or Dear Valued Member are red flags, especially if you have an established relationship with a company. Legitimate companies typically use your actual name in their communications, particularly for important messages about your account or orders. Pay attention to the language used in the email. Urgent phrases like immediate action required, your account will be closed, or respond within 24 hours are designed to create panic and make you act without thinking carefully. While legitimate companies sometimes send time sensitive communications, they rarely use such extreme urgency tactics. Before clicking any links in emails, hover your mouse over them to see where they actually lead. The displayed text might say Amazon.com, but the actual link might go to a completely different website. If the destination doesn't match what you expect, do not click the link. Be particularly suspicious of unexpected attachments, especially during the holiday season, when criminals often disguise malware as holiday cards, shipping notifications, or special offers. When in doubt, contact the supposed sender directly using a phone number or website you know to be legitimate, not a phone number or website included in the suspicious email. Understanding the most common types of holiday email scams can help you recognize them when they appear in your inbox. Fake shipping notifications are extremely common during the holiday season. These emails claim to be from shipping companies like UPS, FedEx, or the Postal Service, stating that a package delivery failed or that you need to confirm your address. The links in these emails typically lead to malware downloads or fake websites designed to steal your personal information. Charity appeals increase dramatically during the holidays, and criminals exploit people's generous spirit with fake charitable organizations. These emails often feature heart-wrenching stories and urgent appeals for donations, but the money goes directly to the criminals rather than helping anyone in need. Holiday greeting cards containing harmful software have become increasingly sophisticated. These emails appear to be electronic greeting cards from friends or family members, but downloading or opening the attachment installs malware on your computer. Gift card offers that seem too good to be true usually are. These emails promise free gift cards or incredible discounts on popular gift cards, but they're designed to collect your personal information or trick you into paying fees for gift cards that don't exist. Tax preparation services appearing early in the season are often scams designed to steal your personal information. Legitimate tax preparers don't typically start aggressive marketing campaigns in November or December, and they never ask for sensitive information via email. Romance and friendship scams become particularly prevalent during the holiday season when people may feel lonely or isolated. These scams can be devastating both financially and emotionally. Be suspicious of rapid relationship development with someone you've never met in person. Legitimate relationships typically develop gradually, but scammers often try to establish strong emotional connections very quickly. They may claim to feel an instant connection or profess love within days or weeks of first contact. Reluctance to meet in person or participate in video chats is a major red flag. Scammers often have elaborate excuses for why they can't meet face to face or why their camera isn't working for video calls. They may claim to be traveling, deployed overseas, or dealing with family emergencies. Requests for money, regardless of the reason, should immediately raise suspicions. Common stories include medical emergencies, travel problems, or temporary financial difficulties. The scammer may promise to repay the money quickly or claim they need help with visa fees or travel expenses to come visit you. Professional quality photos that look too perfect often indicate a scammer using stolen images. Many romance scammers use photos stolen from models, actors, or other people's social media accounts. You can verify photos by doing a reverse image search using Google Images. Limited personal details or inconsistent stories are common among scammers who are managing multiple fake relationships simultaneously. Pay attention to whether the person's stories remain consistent over time and whether they seem to have detailed knowledge about their claimed profession, location, or background. Social media platforms become particularly risky during the holidays as people share more personal information and criminals increase their social engineering efforts. Limit sharing of travel plans and expensive gifts on social media platforms. Posting about your vacation while you're away essentially advertises that your home is empty. Similarly, posting photos of expensive gifts can make you a target for theft or indicate to criminals that you have valuable items worth stealing. Review and update privacy settings on all your social media accounts before the holiday season. Many platforms regularly change their privacy policies and settings, and what was private last year might now be public. Ensure that your posts, photos, and personal information are only visible to people you actually know and trust. Be cautious about accepting new friend requests during the holidays, especially from people you don't recognize. Criminals often create fake profiles and send friend requests to gather information for identity theft or to establish credibility for future scams. Avoid posting real-time location information, especially when you're away from home. Many social media platforms automatically include location data in your posts, and this information can be used by criminals to track your movements or determine when your home is unoccupied. Review photos carefully before posting to ensure they don't reveal personal information like addresses, financial documents, or other sensitive details that might be visible in the background. Even seemingly innocent photos can contain information that criminals could use against you. Gift card fraud has become increasingly sophisticated, and the holiday season sees a significant spike in these types of scams. Purchase gift cards only from authorized retailers and avoid buying them from online marketplaces or individuals. Legitimate gift cards are sold through official retail channels, and buying from unauthorized sources significantly increases your risk of receiving a card that's been tampered with or doesn't have the promised value. Inspect the packaging carefully for signs of tampering before purchasing. Look for scratched off areas that have been recovered, packaging that's been resealed, or cards where the protective coating over the activation codes appears to have been removed and replaced. Register gift cards immediately after purchase when possible. Many gift card companies allow you to register your card online, which provides additional protection and makes it easier to recover your money if the card is lost or stolen. Keep your receipts and monitor card balances regularly. Check your gift card balances frequently, especially if you're not planning to use them immediately. If you notice unauthorized activity, report it to the card company and the retailer where you purchased it right away. When you receive any suspicious communication, whether it's an email, phone call, or text message, having a systematic approach to verification can protect you from falling victim to scams. Contact organizations directly using official phone numbers found on their websites or official documents, never using contact information provided in the suspicious communication itself. If you receive an email claiming to be from your bank, for example, call the customer service number on your bank statement or credit card rather than any number provided in the email. Use official websites to verify information rather than clicking links in emails or text messages. If you receive a message about a problem with your account, go directly to the company's official website by typing the URL into your browser rather than clicking any links in the message. Ask trusted friends or family members for second opinions when you're unsure about a communication. Sometimes an outside perspective can help you see red flags that you might miss when you're emotionally invested or feeling pressure to respond quickly. Take time to think before responding to urgent requests. Legitimate organizations understand that people need time to make important decisions and won't pressure you to act immediately. If someone is creating artificial urgency, that's often a sign of a scam. Report suspicious messages to appropriate authorities, including the company being impersonated, your local police if money is involved, and federal agencies like the FTC. Your report might help prevent others from falling victim to the same scam. Welcome to our final section on creating a personal action plan and resources. So now that we've covered the major security risks and protection strategies, let's create a personalized action plan that you can implement immediately to improve your holiday security. Start by updating your passwords on all your shopping and banking accounts. Use strong, unique passwords for each account, and consider using a password manager to generate and store these passwords securely. Focus first on your most important accounts, such as your primary email, banking, and frequently used shopping sites. Next, enable alerts for all your financial accounts if you haven't already done so. Most banks and credit card companies offer free text or email notifications for transactions, and these real-time alerts are one of your best defenses against fraud. Set up alerts for all transactions, not just large ones, as criminals often start with small purchases to test stolen card information. Review and update your privacy settings on all your social media platforms. The holiday season is an ideal time to audit what information you're sharing publicly and with whom. Ensure that your posts about travel, gifts, and personal activities are only visible to people you actually know and trust. Install security updates on all your devices, including computers, smartphones, and tablets. These updates often include critical security patches that protect against newly discovered vulnerabilities. Enable automatic updates when possible to ensure that you're always running the most secure versions of your software. Organize your emergency contacts and account information in a secure location. Create a list of customer service numbers for your banks, credit card companies, and the fraud departments of the 3 major credit bureaus. Having this information easily accessible will help you respond quickly if you need to report suspicious activity. Some security measures are more urgent than others, so let's identify the actions you should take within the next 7 days to significantly improve your security posture. Check your credit report from at least one of the 3 major bureaus, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. You're entitled to free credit reports annually, and reviewing them before the peak holiday shopping season can help you identify any existing problems that need to be addressed. Look for accounts you don't recognize, incorrect personal information, or signs of identity theft. Consider setting up fraud alerts on your credit reports if you haven't already done so. This is a simple process that requires contacting just one of the 3 credit bureaus, and they'll notify the other 2. Fraud alerts require creditors to take additional steps to verify your identity before opening new accounts. Update your antivirus software on all computers and ensure it's running regular scans. While antivirus software isn't foolproof, it provides an important layer of protection against malware that might be distributed through holiday-themed emails or malicious websites. Review your recent account statements for any unauthorized activity. Look carefully at all transactions from the past month, paying particular attention to small charges that you might not remember. Criminals sometimes make small test purchases before attempting larger fraudulent transactions. Practice identifying fake websites and emails using the techniques we've discussed today. Visit some legitimate retailer websites and familiarize yourself with their appearance. Then be alert for sites that look similar but have subtle differences. The more you practice recognizing these differences, the better you'll become at spotting fakes. Having the right contact information readily available can make the difference between quickly resolving a security incident and suffering significant financial or personal losses. The Federal Trade Commission's fraud reporting website is your primary resource for reporting identity theft and consumer fraud. The FTC maintains a comprehensive database of fraud reports that helps law enforcement agencies track criminal patterns and potentially shut down fraudulent operations. AARP's Fraud Watch Network provides excellent resources for fraud prevention and reporting, regardless of your age. They maintain up-to-date information about current scams and offer a helpline where you can speak with trained volunteers about suspicious communications or activities. Keep the fraud reporting phone numbers for all 3 major credit bureaus easily accessible. Equifax is 1-800-525-6285. Experian is 1-888-397-3742. And TransUnion is 1-800-680-7289. These numbers are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and you can use them to place fraud alerts or credit freezes on your account. Your local police department should be contacted for immediate threats or significant financial losses. While cybercrime often crosses state and national boundaries, local police can provide immediate assistance and may be able to coordinate with federal agencies for larger investigations. Keep your bank and credit card customer service numbers easily accessible. These are typically printed on the back of your cards or available on your monthly statements. Many financial institutions have separate fraud reporting numbers that provide faster service for security-related issues. Effective security isn't a one-time effort. It requires ongoing vigilance and regular review of your accounts and practices. Plan to review your account statements weekly during the holiday shopping season when you're making more purchases than usual. This frequent monitoring will help you catch fraudulent activity quickly, often before it appears on your monthly statement. Check your credit reports monthly and update your passwords on the same schedule. You can stagger your free annual credit reports throughout the year to get more frequent monitoring, or consider using free credit monitoring services offered by many credit card companies. Conduct a comprehensive security review seasonally, updating your emergency contact information, reviewing your privacy settings on social media, and ensuring that your security software is current and functioning properly. Report any suspicious activity immediately, even if you're not sure whether it's actually fraudulent. It's better to report something that turns out to be legitimate than to ignore something that could be the beginning of a larger problem. Keep learning about new threats and protection methods throughout the year. Criminals constantly evolve their techniques, so staying informed through reliable sources like government agencies, reputable news organizations, and your financial institutions will help you to stay protected. The goal of this session isn't just to help you stay safe during this holiday season, but to establish security habits that will protect you year-round. Stay informed about new threats and scams by following reliable sources like the Federal Trade Commission, your state attorney general's office, and reputable cybersecurity organizations. These sources provide timely warnings about emerging threats and practical advice for protection. Share your knowledge with friends and family members. Many scams succeed because people don't realize how common they are or what warning signs to look for. By sharing what you've learned today, you can help protect your entire community. Practice caution with all online activities, not just during the holidays. The techniques we've discussed today, verifying websites, being suspicious of urgent communications, and monitoring your accounts, are valuable throughout the year. Trust your instincts when something seems wrong. If a deal seems too good to be true, if someone is pressuring you to act quickly, or if you feel uncomfortable about any online interaction, step back and take time to verify the situation before proceeding. And finally, keep learning about digital safety and security. As technology continues to evolve, new threats emerge regularly, but so do new protection tools and techniques. Staying curious and continuing to educate yourself is one of the best investments you can make in your personal security. As we conclude this session, I want to emphasize that learning about security is an ongoing process, and it's normal to have questions as you encounter new situations. The knowledge and strategies we've discussed today provide a solid foundation for safe digital activities during the holiday season and throughout the year. Remember that effective security is not about achieving perfection, but rather about implementing reasonable precautions and responding appropriately when issues arise. Your lifetime of experience making thoughtful decisions and protecting what matters to you has prepared you well for digital security success. Your security practices should evolve as you gain experience and as new threats and technologies emerge. Start with the basic precautions we've discussed and gradually implement additional measures as you become more comfortable with security practices. Trust your instincts when something seems suspicious or too good to be true. Your intuition, combined with the verification techniques we've discussed, provides powerful protection against most common threats. The wisdom you've gained through years of life experience, that inner voice that warns you when something doesn't feel right, remains your most valuable security tool. Remember that you're not alone in facing these challenges. Law enforcement agencies, consumer protection organizations, financial institutions, and technology companies are all working to combat cybercrime and protect consumers. Don't hesitate to seek help when you need it, and remember that reporting suspicious activity helps protect your entire community. The holiday season should be a time of joy and connection, not stress about digital security threats. By implementing the strategies we've discussed and maintaining awareness of potential risks, you can enjoy all the conveniences of modern technology while protecting yourself and your loved ones from cybercrime. Your proactive approach to security, built on a foundation of life wisdom and practical experience, is an investment in peace of mind that pays dividends throughout the year. You have the knowledge, the experience, and the wisdom to navigate the digital world safely and confidently. Stay safe, stay informed, and have a wonderful and secure holiday season. Thank you and happy holidays.